got some work to do, but overall, we got some stuff to build off of and got some things to fix.
3 straight losses. The panic meter for this team is what right now?
0. We've had chances to win all our past 3 games, and where we didn't make a play or the ball didn't bounce our way, we just didn't get that to come our way, and it's one of those things that you kind of have to take on the chin. And we feel like we have a really, really good football team. We've played arguably the best 3 teams and the best 3 defenses in the Big 12, and you see the great teams that they are week to week. And just getting ready for these next 6 games, it's going to have to go. We're going to have to go 1-0 every single day.
What is I know it's not easy, but what's the thing? How do you get those bounces to start going your way?
It's the game of football, right? You never really know how to make that ball bounce your way, or how you can get that ball to spin your way. It's kind of one of those things that, it's going to take care of itself, and you can't really rely on it. You have to make your own plays, and that's what we talked about in the locker room is we can't rely on the ball to bounce our way every single time. We have to go out there, and football is about making plays, making explosive plays, and playing for your brother next to you, and that's something we have to work on.
What's been the hardest thing about running the ball on Big 12 teams? Why is it hard to do?
Just really good defenses, and I feel like we have a really good offense. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's hard, but there's just some things we're gonna have to clean up going into these next 6 games. And playing arguably the best 3 defenses in the Big 12 isn't gonna help with that. But we're just looking ahead now.
There were moments where this offense looked explosive and then other times where not so explosive. So how do you guys kind of find the middle ground where you're consistently explosive?
We're going to have to start making the regular plays instead of making the explosive, because once you make that regular play, then you can look forward and be like, okay, we made the regular play. Let's turn that regular play into an explosive play. So making those regular plays the pitch and catch, and then make somebody miss, and boom, you have an 80-yard play, or sustaining blocks, and then boom, before you know it, you have an 80-yard play. Just things like that. We have to take care of the regular play, and that's what we talk about a lot.
Is that the first time you've run a Wildcat play?
Not since high school, but it's the first time I have here.
Well, it looked like you bobbed the snap a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's one of those things where I started running before I caught it, but just one of those things where I just got to keep my eye on the ball a little bit longer.
I saw after the game you and Brees kind of dapped each other up and we're talking for a second. What kind of things are you guys talking about with each other?
He's a fantastic football player, and he's going to be a fantastic football player for a really long time. And we kind of just exchanged some words about being ourselves, and not letting anybody tell you what you can and what you can't do. And the sky's the limit for both of us, in a sense. And he's a phenomenal dude, and he's a great football player, and he's somebody that's really, really cool to talk to after the game.
Do you feel like you guys are just kind of like one win away from going on a run here? What's kind of the mentality going into next week?
The mentality going into next week is going 1-0 every day. We're not really getting ahead of ourselves. We're going to get back to work on Monday, and we're going to go 1-0 on Monday, and then carry that into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that's what we have to get back to doing, is having a great week of preparation to give ourselves a successful chance to go and win on Saturday.
How much of a challenge is it just to kind of maintain some positivity right now with the 3 straight losses you guys have?
Not hard at all. I feel like we in that locker room feel like we have a really good football team, and we have 6 games left in front of us, and that's all we're looking forward to. We really, really feel like we're going to have a successful 6 games because of the way that we're going to prepare and attack this next week in every single day leading up to it.
You feel like a kind of turning point in the game was if Phil had the play where it got overturned when the ball hit the ground and you wound up without any points there on that drive?
Just another thing where they reviewed the play and it came back, and we just kind of execute because the ball bounced the other way, and it's just one of those things. I don't feel like it was a momentum killer. It was just one of the things where it didn't bounce away, and then we just gotta put that play behind us and be where our feet are at and keep going to the next play and the next play and the next play.